I want to bring you up to speed on what's going on. When I first started this new job a couple of weeks ago, on my very first day out with my supervisor, I got a phone call from somebody claiming to be the IRS. They told me that I owed like a substantial amount of money from the years 2008 to 2013, and they gave me 90 minutes to find a criminal justice lawyer or they'd be sending someone to my place of business to arrest me. And I panicked. I panicked because I've been at work and had the police come for me before. I was like, holy shit, I just got this job and I had done videos talking about how this was going to save my family. And then this happens and I'm going to lose this job. I don't know what we're going to do. And I'm in the car with my boss and I'm talking in such a way where I'm recapping for him so he knows why I'm on the phone and what's happening. And while I'm doing that, he's on his phone and he goes to like the IRS Gov website and he shows me the thing where it says all the things that these people are saying they're going to do, the IRS would never claim to do. So I was like, okay, fucking scam. Hung up on them, and that's the last I've heard of them. I feel like if it was really the IRS, they would have been a little more persistent. You fast forward a couple of days, and I got a call from somebody saying that I owed money from an old loan. Now, legitimately, I did take this loan out. It was one of those cash advance things from when I was working downtown. We were a little short. I picked it up. But then, for reasons beyond my control, Chase Bank shut down our account. So it was like no more money coming in. So that was the bank account that we had used for that. So they weren't able to get their money. Then you know the story. I lost my job. I was on unemployment. We struggled this whole year. You guys were there. You know. So you realize how difficult it's been. Well, this guy called saying he was from a collection agency, and now I owed with fees and penalties $1,900. But if I was willing to come up with a settlement agreement right now and make payments, he could drop it down to $600 and some change. Or I jumped on it, like, yeah, like, fuck it, let's do it, because that'll save me money in the long run. And we came to the agreement that I would give them $103 a month for the next 6 months until I paid the bill off. But this morning I got up. I gave him my credit card information too, let me stress that. And I got up this morning and I checked our account and my money was there. Ironically enough, my check was smaller than Asia's check, but my check was for a week and hers was for 2 weeks, but my check was like $10 less. Anyway, so I got up this morning and the idea of scam was just like echoing in my head because I remember talking to the guy and he wasn't very forthcoming with the name of the company. He may have mentioned it once, but I felt like there could have been a scam there. So I decided to cancel my card so they couldn't take any money, and I felt like I would just deal with the repercussions when they came. And I think that's a smart move because ultimately, they're not going to get me for fraud. No one's going to come to my job. And, for them to garnish me would take them fucking forever. What will more than likely happen, if it's legitimate, that when I attempt to file taxes, they'll take the money from me, which is fine. A bird in the hand worth two in the bush. I'd rather you take some money from me later than take money from me now. And at least I can be preparing for it. I wanted to do that because I needed to save money. Like, there's no food in the house right now. We helped out a friend with some food and it kind of left us in a bad way. Not complaining because, hashtag family first. That's what you do. When somebody is in dire need, you stop what you're doing and you help them out. So that's what we did. So we need money to make it till next month. We need money for Kari and Asia to get back and forth to work. We need money for food, that kind of thing. So I wanted to hold on to that. But also, the number one reason that I wanted to do it is that now weed is an option again. You see, I sent an email to Universal Security, which is the people who issued me my guard card in the first place. And I asked, it's like, hey, I've got a cannabis license. Is it okay if I use medical marijuana? And she responded to me fairly quickly, and she says, "Look, if you've got the permit, it should be fine as long as you do it discretionally. If you use discretion, and you don't do it at work, so just do it at home, just do it in your off time, you should be fine." That to me gave me the green light. Like, fuck yeah, so let's go. But then I realized that I didn't have my cannabis card anymore, so we had to go renew that, and that was $60. And then to get weed, it's gonna cost us. I think the minimum purchase is like $50. So that's where most of our money is gonna be going. And even so, it's kind of thing I only want to do it like once a month. My schedule's still a little sporadic as I settle in to my new position. I say new, but it's not really that new anymore. Like, I'm really good at my job. I enjoy what I do. I love my job. But also, I've only been there a couple of weeks. So I'm still really go where you send me kind of. I don't have a station of my own yet. But when I finally do settle into a station, then, I'll have a set schedule and I'll know what's going on a little bit more. So right now my plan is once a month, small amount of edibles, just kick it, and I'll only do it. I'll work that day and then I'll do it that night, knowing that I'm off the next day, so it doesn't interfere with anything. I don't want to go to work high the next morning or just coming down and it looks bad, because it's been a long time. I haven't done weed since April, so whatever we do is gonna hit me hard and it's gonna hit me long. So I want to be prepared for that. So yeah, that's where we are. That's you are now officially up to speed with what's going on. I don't. Ooh, it just got real dark. Whew. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Uh, this guy from this collection agency, if it's that big a deal, he'll attempt to call me and let me know. But I feel like whatever comes. I'll deal with it. I mean, it's not like they're gonna knock on my door and it's gonna be like, "Police, you owe us $600 from a loan." It's like it might fuck up my credit, but let's be honest, my credit's already shit. So not really worried about that. So this weekend should be a really interesting time for videos. It's like I feel like I'm a weed virgin